Yo. So, so I decided to come on here because I had seen a video on TikTok. Cause like before, I've been feeling a little bit kind of down. I'm really it I can be overthinking things. I like to be super prepared and know my next move. I have a tendency to be overly cautious. So I'm a bit out of my element right now with not having the next with not having like a safety net that can sustain me for a long period of time. So like that's where I'm at. But I be hard on myself. I be really hard on myself because I know that I'm working on things. I'm working on revamping Black Girl Fire. So I'm really excited about the ideas because like I am an observer. So like even though it has took me between 6 to 10 years to develop the concept for Black Girl Fire and to get my LLC for Black Girl Fire. But throughout all that time, I've been observing on social media. I am a lover of social media. I love it. And like all the trends and observing what works and what doesn't work and figuring out what can I do that I seen that's constantly effective in building a community and a platform on social media that's still true to me. So like I'm going back between like having these brilliant ideas and then like the self doubts come in. So like that's what I'm working on. But like I was scrolling on social media and I saw an interesting video and I want to like play it. So yes, okay. So like I'm all for like I know how black businesses and business owner needs to be supported and promoted. But one thing I'm not for is when people have do things and don't have good morals in their business cuz like I know it's like hard out here and we all going through it. But I have experience with like doing business with different black business owners and it's like and then like the sometimes the price be extremely like high compared to other stores, but then like I understand because like they probably not a franchise, and then we thinking about the economics and then the opportunity, the economic opportunity that the black community haven't had access to. So like I understand all that and well. But another thing I'm not for is when people overcharge, have these extreme high prices and the quality of the product ain't shit. And this is the exact reason why like even though I be hard on myself because like it's taking me extremely long time to get my business up and running. Is more so me overcoming my fear of being stuck in between failure and success. So that's my own shit that I need to overcome, because I can be my own worst critic and be super hard on myself. But I also, but another reason why I'm taking a long, why it's taking me so long to build a business, because like I value humanity. Like we can say like like wait, hold on, like should I do, yeah, I should do this. So like before like I play this video, like we can all say like how bad like how capitalism is, like the greed of capitalism. But there are different types of capitalism, different forms of capitalism, and the form of capitalism that society operates in, I can't get behind it, because like the humanity isn't value. The value is in money and the greed and overwork and the expert is exploiting. Yeah, that's what I think what I'm trying to say. And that's that's like what I can't get behind. But at the end of the day, like I feel like I am a capitalist, because we live in a society where we need money in order to to maintain to maintain a life. Like even though the cost of rent is going high, inflations is crazy, and money is a necessity in order to help me fully enjoy and live the life that I fully desire, because it's my goal to be luxurious. But that's another story. But as I've been working on building like my business, I learned about conscious capitalism that put the value of humanity at the forefront. And that's what's taking me so long in building my business, because I value humanity. Because like I had it where like I done jobs where I didn't get paid, or I was paid scraps, and I was overworked. And that's something within my business. Like I don't want to like overwork people. I want to make sure like I'm building like an infrastructure and bringing enough revenue where I can hire people and pay people a livable wage and not minimum wage, in order to help me build my $1 billion empire. That's not, that's like I'm not for the greed of capitalism. So I was about to say something else. And I also value like the quality of like my product, because I'm a Virgo moon. Like I'm not finna just put any old product out here that's half done, that's cutting corners. Like, no, that's not me. So, like, I could be overthinking things. That's probably the case, but I'm making sure that my product is of quality and of value to my potential customers. So I want to play this video that I seen on TikTok, and I want to come back and share my opinions of it. So yeah, so hold on, let's get this. So okay, here we go.
Local chef Pinky Cole's slutty vegan brand slapped with a new lawsuit. Workers at her new restaurant in Brooklyn say they are owed a lot of money. The location opened up back in September, and a group of workers filed a suit in New York saying they were promised thousands of dollars in bonuses but never saw a cent. and they worked anywhere from 10 to 20 hours of overtime a week without getting paid for it. This is the second similar lawsuit tied to one of Cole's restaurants. You might remember back in January, employees of Bar Vegan at Pont City Market sued Cole and two of the bar's co-owners, saying they were keeping tip money from employees. Cole responded at that time on social media saying she doesn't mess with employees' money. We reached out to her tonight for a comment as well, and we'll let you know when we get a response.
Okay, so like I know like Slutty Vegan is like a huge brand. Like she like the owner have seen her talking about her following her dream, her trademark and having faith. And that's good. And I'm super proud of her. But the one thing is like, cause I seen it was that one that HBC used where like she granted all the graduates like what they she teamed up with another like partners to help grant like all the graduates like they LLC. And I think that's all well and dandy, but I'm also thinking about how much stuff is just for show and how much people are just doing just for an image or a presentation, and when things behind the scene is not all peaches and cream. And like, and this is why I think like it's so important to when we build a business to make sure we are including the values of substance and integrity in it. And sometimes we scale our business too fast, and what I've been learning about like the different laws that I didn't know existed before I started diving deep into like really getting serious about my business and learning different laws and learning different ways of how I can fund my business. And like it's not easy, especially when you scaling it to different cities. And I was reading comments on this post, and people say like, "Oh, it's not her; it's the management." And we have to think about like as business owners, like our employees are a representation of us, and we need to build like a work environment culture of how our business operate. And one example that I like to use, like I'm not sure what happens on behind the scenes, but I really enjoy going to Trader Joe's, like how friendly and welcome the environment is. And and I be observing how the employees be working with each other and how the employees go and help each other. And so I think when like building business is so important, like that we creating a work environment culture, like how what is the work environment like, how do we want our employees to interact with each other and interact with customers, like that's very important. And like the comments that like I was seeing on the like the TikTok video about the lawsuit, the second lawsuit that she's receiving from her employees about not receiving their money. And some people saying like, oh, it's not her, it's the manager. But we have to think about like it's a chain effect, and then like the higher up have to pass down the memos of how they want things to operate, and have trainings, and to ensure like different adding in values, and to the people that's our manager or supervisor or the HR, to ensure to create that environment with our business. So I think especially to like all my Black business owners, and I think a lot of time we don't um value the customer experience of how we sell stuff, like how we package, like the whole experience of what a potential client or customer may experience when they are first engaging in conversation with us about potentially purchasing our product. And then what is that experience like from when that first conversation or to when they purchase the product or service, and then to when they take it home, what do that experience look like? And I feel like a lot of time in Black owned business and Black entrepreneurship, we don't value customer service. And I think that's so important with valuing customer service and having an HR department or having someone that work in diversity, equity, and inclusion that can help create that environment to make sure that our employees are well taken care of, that we are investing in like our employees so they can feel their best, so they can represent us to the best and create the image and the message that we want to present to like future customers and clients. So yeah, like I like that was strongly on my mind and I wanted to create like a video on it. Like yeah, I'm getting out of my head because I usually be quiet and I don't interact or come or make videos on a lot of things that's happening in the media. But now like I'm really like pushing myself to share my voice more and just being more opinionated and sharing my values with others. So yeah, that's all I got. And I just want to remind y'all all to be kind and gentle to yourself and know that you are enough and that you create your own reality in that water.